This is a story about an eccentric artistic duo from Vienna who found their second home in another far corner of the world, where they instantly fell in love with and ended up creating a second space which is today renowned as One World Foundation, a social sculpture that celebrates its 30th anniversary in 2025.
හිතාගන්න බැරිව තිබුණු හීන ලෝකෙ පුරා තිබුණු ඉස්කෝලෙට මං ආවා යාළුවනේ මං ආවා මගේ හීනේ ජය ලබන්න ශිල්ප සතරේ ඉගෙන ගන්න යාළුවනේ මං ආවා මගේ හීනේ පුරා තිබුණු ඉස්කෝලෙට මං ආවා යාළුවනේ මං ආවා
Catherine Messner and Joseph Ortner came to Sri Lanka in 1983 for a short holiday visit where they fell in love with the greenery and tropical nature of the country immediately. It was a no-brainer for them to realize this is the space for them to nurture their second dream home.
So, the 27th of August 1995 is a very important date for me because my life changed. I was looking for another place with my late husband Joseph, and we are from the art scene in Austria, in Vienna. We have a museum in progress, and we wanted to have a second place because it seemed to be too narrow for us. We were looking around in the whole world, and we were already really researching about 2 years. We thought we will never find a place for us because first we looked to America, to Los Angeles, and nothing worked really, and it was so difficult. By coincidence, we came to Sri Lanka. And then very fast, we all three, my husband, my daughter Xiane, and me, we decided to try it here. And we thought about building up a social sculpture after Joseph Beuys' philosophy. That means we wanted to create a school for the young schoolers. We must have a house, a guest house, and with the income from the guest house we can we try to make a school running.
I came here and then I was only 10 years old, and I came from the city of Vienna, and here we had a life on the countryside, and I really loved it. And I remember also, so I arrived here from the airport, and I just went out to play with all the children in the village.
We were a group of architects, artists and art critics, and we were doing holidays together. We went to Italy, we went to Cuba a lot of times, and then we came here. This was 1999. We met Josef and Katrin, whom we knew before very well from Austria, from their art project, Museum in Progress. And we stayed here and we loved the area. We loved the country. It was love at first sight, so to say.
When I came first to Sri Lanka, I heard about Ayurveda. And I went to the south of this island, and it was the first experiment, the first experience with Ayurveda. And then I got to know that Josef Ortner and Katrin Messer had already here landed, were also fallen in love with this island, fallen in love with the situation here, to give something to the situation, giving something to the children.
In the first half year, Josef was here and built up the floor down. And I was in Vienna, I worked in Vienna, and then we came, and then 6 months later we make the second part from this house where we are now.
And it was already fantastic, the whole area here. And there was a little school on the other part of the field that you see here. It was only a simple meadow, and over there the school and this house, which was miraculous for all of us. Then Josef said all of a sudden, we want to erect another building. The bungalow you see over there, it's 3 bungalows, and they were built by Karl Pruscher, fantastic Austrian architect.
So when Katrin and Josef invited us to come here, it was for me a memorizing an experience that I had already before. But immediately afterwards, I had to give some thoughts. How should a house to build here, how should it look like? And I was looking around whether I could find some examples of local architecture, but there was none. Most of the houses were colonial type, and the old houses, which we knew from Polonnaruwa and other places, they were all built on stilts. Whether the stilts were wooden or stone stilts, but houses were raised from the ground. This, to me, was very important to recreate the idea of a local architecture as a raised structure.
Still, since then, we come here every year. We have been here when the tsunami was happening, but we love this country, and most of all, we love the project of Katrin and Josef.
Watching their dream project come to life year by year filled them with joy, like witnessing a beautiful garden blooming. But suddenly, a devastating wave of tragedy struck.
And Then, unfortunately, tsunami came and destroyed this school completely, because just before we could finance it through the income from the guest house. But then again, everything was gone.
It was about 4 meters water and 2 meters above, so it went up to this height, and it took away all the furniture and all the in-between walls.
The school, which was over the street where the Aralia bungalow is now, was also totally destroyed. Fortunately, it was holiday, so no children were around. I came back at around 4 and really thought this whole place totally devastated. It was really a mess, it was wild.
I remember that I was in Austria and I got a phone call from them in the morning, and they just shouted in the telephone, we are alive, please tell everybody we are alive. So that was the first time that I understood something really terrible had happened.
We did not run away, we wanted to help to reconstruct everything, and it was a very hard time because we were so down. But our artist friends in Vienna, they made an auction in Vienna, in the Dorotheum. They brought all their artworks, and there came good money in, and we could buy another land on the other side of the Golden Road to rebuild the school.
Support from the friends in Austria was so big, and even the mayor of Vienna and many people supported us too, so that it could be rebuilt again.
And with the money, we could build a new school, but much bigger and for more pupils. And my husband was building it, and he did it in a very special way.
Well, the land that Joseph bought was near the railway station of Ahungala, and the land was wetland. And the system that I chose was a system of equal units of the size of a classroom, and carried by 4 columns and a concrete roof on top. And this system was used repeatedly. Thus, the whole school now encompasses rooms for almost 1,000 students.
Since its inception, the One World Foundation has maintained a steady, continuous enrollment currently, and we maintain around thousands of students per year. And up to now, we have passed out nearly 19,500 students. The foundation comprises of several subunits like preschool and language training, vocational training, primary education, and women cooperation. And we offering several ICT programs under the framework of National Vocational Qualification. It is called NVQ.
මම වන්වල් ෆවුන්ඩේෂන් ආයතනයට සම්බන්ධ වෙන්නේ 1998 වර්ෂයේදී. එවකට තිබුණු ඉංග්‍රීසි සහ පරිගණක පාඨමාලාවලට සහභාගී වෙනවා මගේ උසස් පෙළ විභාගයෙන් පසුව. ඊට පස්සේ මට අවස්ථාව ලැබෙනවා වන්වල් ෆවුන්ඩේෂන් ආයතනයට සම්බන්ධ වෙන්න. මොකද එතකොට තමයි මුලින්ම පරිගණක පාඨමාලාවක් වන්වල් ෆවුන්ඩේෂන් පාසලේ ආරම්භ කළේ. ඒ ආරම්භක පාඨමාලාවේ වැඩිම ලකුණු අරගෙන සමත් වුණේ මම. ඒ නිසා මේ අපේ අධ්‍යක්ෂකතුමිය හිටපු අධ්‍යක්ෂකතුමා සහ අධ්‍යක්ෂකතුමිය අවස්ථාවක් දුන්නා One World Foundation ආයතනයට සම්බන්ධ වෙන්න කියලා.
After the school has been built, there was a need of different bungalows for visitors to stay in the guest house here of the One World Foundation.
This building I did, I think in 2010 or 11. This was a fantastic site. It's like a beautiful garden with full of Aralia trees and another little pavilion which was built earlier. So I designed this building along the edge here. Whole thing is like a framed view with one pavilion here. This has another pavilion and the garden. Being in the tropics, of course, it's just living in the open, in the outdoors. You just need a roof. So what I did was I just did this tall ceiling, tall roof, and just had this space.
So altogether, once this building was constructed and it served very well the purpose, I was asked to design another group of buildings. So the next building which I did was the one where Katrin now lives, which also is built on stilts and also has a simple structure of steel elements with wooden enclosure. And eventually, once this was successfully completed, I designed the last of the 3 bungalows, which is the one that is beyond the trees.
And so in 2020, it was the first time I came here, and after 1 week, I was so enthusiastic about this place that I wanted to have a house here. And Madame Katrin told me, there is only one project, but it is just promised. Wait a little bit. Okay, I waited. And it was the lockdown, and I work in Italy, and everything was closed. I could stay here longer. And I thought, okay, I will stay here for 1 month. And it became 4 months. And at the end of these 4 months, we came to a contract that I could finance this wonderful house that my friend Charlie Bruscher invented it and designed it.
In the meantime, unluckily enough, Josef died with 52 years, which was sadness for everybody, and we were also very, very sad. And 15 years ago, we had still discussed this with Josef all. We decided to do a residence for artists. Every year, 2 or 3 artists, they could stay as long as they wanted and could do their artistic practice. And it was fantastic.
When I stepped in here, it felt like everything outside, like my life in Vienna, in Austria, was so distant, far more distant than some thousands of kilometers. And I felt immediately comfortable and cared for by the great team. And I also felt this special vibe of art everywhere that Katrin has built over the years. And when I was here, I was not only working on a novel, but for both I wrote a poem, and it was called The Frangipani Tree. And in this poem, I elaborated on the question how it would be when I myself become a Frangipani tree.
Artists in Residence is supported by Gallery Grinzinger from Vienna, and the artist is Markus Geiger, an old artist friend, which I know from Vienna since an eternity, because I told him a story about the difficulties I had with lightning. There, here through the garden came many, many lightnings. It was like a lightning street, you know. And he was so touched by that he was thinking, what could we do to protect the palm trees? Because it was very sad. In 1 year I lost about 9 palm trees, 9, which is a lot, you know. And then he was thinking and thinking, and then he invented the work, the Potzblitz. And this was a real, very professional way to protect from the lightning problem.
So I've got to know the One World Foundation back 10 years, even more, 15 years because of my wife. I met my wife 15 years ago. So she introduced me to the One World Foundation, to her mother. I used to come here for holidays. So we came once a year, and it was a nice thing. And so I slowly, gradually got to know the One World Foundation. And now I'm a part of it. Yeah. And this makes me very happy.
So the One World Foundation will be celebrating the 30th anniversary in August this year. Like, they have contributed to the local community in a big way, especially with children. You know, they run this fantastic school. Everything is provided for them. It's a free school, beautifully run. They have the most wonderful teachers also there. And sometimes they have foreign teachers coming and doing a stint here. Then they have the photography classes and computer classes and all that. So I wish the One World Foundation and the school all the very best for many, many more years of service to the community and to the country.
We celebrate soon 30 years of One World Foundation. I thought it was yesterday that we had 25 years, where I wrote in my little article about the social sculpture, which is really the terminus, the intellectual and artistic terminus for what is done here.
So it's really incredible how fast time passes. Unbelievable, and it doesn't feels like already 30 years that we have One World Foundation project, One World Foundation, and so many things happened, and so many obstacles, so many beautiful things, and it's so alive, and it makes us still so very profoundly happy.
I don't know how will be the future, but I can feel very strongly that it's going on.
Hello everyone, my name is Barbara and I'm an old friend of One World Foundation. What began as a clear vision by Katrin and Joseph is now the living example how, with courage, and I think that's most important, with a step-by-step development you can change lives. What a joy to celebrate 30 years of best education for more than 10,000 children and students, to celebrate the arts, architecture, and the deep trust in each other.
My name is Casper. I have been working for One World Foundation and Museum in Progress for 13 years. I warmly congratulate the One World Foundation on its 30th anniversary and wish that its circle of friends and supporters continues to grow, so that this unique project may keep opening up real prospects for many generations to come.
Long story short, the whole reason why I love to go there is not only because it's a beautiful location, but with my presence, there is a kind of a reason to do so. It's you support the school. To go there, to be there, and I think now looking at the anniversary, it's great that One World Foundation exists till today, and I hope it will exist in the future.
I wish all the best to One World Foundation, and energy and friendship further, and kind of togetherness and happy and fruitful years in coming years, and more they can work.
Die One World Foundation ist ein riesiges, ein kühnes Projekt, das man nur bewundern kann. Eine Bildungsinstitution, ein Gesundheitsressort, ein Paradies des Friedens und der Entspannung und eine Künstlerkolonie, das alles zusammen und gleichzeitig. Ich kann nur gratulieren zu den 30 Jahren des Bestehens dieser Foundation, und ich möchte nicht versäumen zu sagen, dass ich als Kurator des Writers in Residence Programms glücklich bin, weil ich damit andere Autoren glücklich machen kann. Andere Autoren, die im Sinne der einen Welt, der One World, einen anderen Teil der Welt als den ihnen Bekannten kennenlernen, ihre Weltsicht erweitern und das auch in gelungenen Fällen an ihre Leser weitergeben können. Ich finde das ein sehr, sehr gutes und wichtiges Projekt und möchte das gern auch noch, wenn es die Gesundheit erlaubt, noch 30 Jahre machen. Mit ein bisschen Ayurveda wird mir das vielleicht auch gelingen.